This is Abus Xelus with X as the first letter of the name. It's a relatively new addition to the Abus locks. It's got 6 pins in the main stack. Then there are a couple of passive pins, and then there's this key control element or key control cut. As you will see, the element checks it later. Unlike the Abus D6, this lock has less readable feedback, more mushier and really less pronounced. So picking it is a bit harder, but not that much. So number 5 is our first binder. Nice click out of it and core rotation. Now false binding, mushy click out of that one, small click out of 3, something out of 1, something out of 2. So 1 is springy, 2 is springy, 3 is springy, 4 is springy, 5 is springy, and 6 is springy. So okay, touched number 2 and got a small core rotation, so we'll try once more with a curved flag. 1 seems to be springy, 2 seems to be springy, 3 is springy, 4 is springy. Small click out of 5, touched 6, and we are open. So, what's interesting on this lock is that it's a modular cylinder, and the whole system is quite interesting. So let's see, I relocked the core, and now to take the halves apart, the only thing that has to be done is okay, wrong side, is to rotate the middle rod that connects both parts, and now you just let off the half. Now there's a C-clip, so let's remove it. Okay, start to come off and click back. Okay, come on. Okay, launched into the orbit. We'll get it back later. Then there's this O-ring that holds this piece in, and when gutting it you have to, when reassembling it, you have to be careful, because this part contains the chambers of the Bible and you can push it out of the Bible itself when inserting the core back. So let's see, there's the main stack passive pins. So this way we should be okay. So here's the main stack. I'll dump those first. Pin number 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now there are 4 passive pins, which are sprung, which is kind of interesting, but I guess the reason is to keep them out of the core while the key is not rotated. Okay, and the thing that checks the special cut in the key is right here, and it's actually sort of pin in pin but still passive, so as far as picking is concerned it doesn't do pretty much anything. It's simply for the key control. The core itself is also interesting. These are chambers for the main stack. These lines are protection against core pulling. There are some anti-drill elements. Then these holes, I think, are for the 2-in-1 systems or construction keying systems. And then these are chambers for the passive pins and the chamber for that key control element. And on the side there are other chambers. These were unpopulated in this lock, and there's something funny on the chamber 3 and 5 because there seems to be crimped in some inserts. Not sure what exactly is the point of those, but who knows. Yeah, the keyway doesn't look all that nice, but the pick has no problem fitting in there. Now let's see the drivers. And as I said, hold on the back of the lock. So 1 is standard, 2 is a standard, or no, 2 is a spool actually. 3 is standard, 4 is a spool, and then there are 2 something like Assa barrel spools, or at the tip thinned pins, something like T-pin, and they do feel like T-pins. And as I said, this part slides out of the Bible itself. Here are just the springs, so let's dump those. So that's it. And these removable parts also seem to contain some anti-drill elements that are crimped in, and there are ribs that hold on the middle rod when it's inserted like that and rotated. Then it prevents the half being pulled off the rod. There doesn't seem to be any modification in here or in the core. So let me arrange the pin for close-ups. So here's the C-clip. So here are the pins. All the key pins are standards, nothing fancy there. The passive pins have a small spring on them, so when the core is not turned, they are out of it, so they don't block the key from entering. Then there's the sprung pin-in-pin key check element. Nothing fancy there either. And as for the drivers, as you can see, there are two standards in chambers 1 and 3, two spools in chambers 2 and 4, which unfortunately didn't do much thanks to the bitting, and then the last two pins are those T-pin standards. Here's the detail of the keyway. Nothing fancy there. So yeah, this was the Xelus. Thanks for watching and goodbye.